Hello, welcome and welcome back. It's Jane here. Today I'm going to be showing you me undoing my mini braids. So I've had these mini braids for the last 6 weeks, and as you can see, something needs to happen. So just a backstory. I decided to do the mini braids because I think they're better style for me. But I have fine hair with thin strands, so which means when I do braids when they're big, I get this scrappy look which I do not like. However, mini braids have a better look for me, and I can style it in different ways. Although in the last 6 weeks I've just used a ponytail, to be honest. But the beauty of having mini braids for me is that I can just let my hair be. And as I'll show you later on, you'll see I've got quite a little bit of growth, but that's not the issue. My hair grows whether it's in a protective style or not. The issue is retaining that growth. So when I'm in mini braids, because I'm not manipulating my hair for this time 6 weeks, I'm able to retain my growth. As you see, with each and every braid I undo, I am finger detangling and pulling out the loose hairs. And as you can see, I'm not losing a lot of hair. So that means I'm able to retain most of the growth. The other reason I'm able to retain a lot of the growth is that I'm still able to shampoo my hair, keep my scalp clean. And when I shampoo my hair, I shampoo both the scalp and the hair. And that's because my hair is growing off the scalp, so my scalp needs to be clean, and I need to cleanse my hair because to allow it to be able to accept the products I put in. I also try to use natural products, so I do not use anything on my scalp apart from a spritz, which is usually some essential oils, rosemary, and sometimes micellar water. I'll also use the same spritz on my actual hair strands, and then I will seal it either with shea butter, which I've whipped myself, or I use a hair growth oil. The hair growth oil I use has natural products, which is grapeseed oil, olive oil, almond oil, and it's also got essential oils, which are peppermint, rosemary, which is good for growth, but that needs to go onto the scalp for it to work, tea tree oil, as well as lavender, which gives a very good smell. So all those essential oils are very good for the scalp. Sometimes I'll also use Ayurveda oil, which is the same mix of oil but with added castor oil, and then I will have diffused these with Ayurveda products. So the Ayurveda products I use, I've bought this pack from Amazon with 18 herbs, and I do a cold press where I pour the oil in and put it in a dark place for a couple months and then drain it out. The other one I use is shea powder. So I got 100 grams of shea powder. I put the same oil in, diffuse it in a dark place, so I don't use any heat at all. And then I mix the two, the shea and the Ayurveda oils together, and I use that. So I can use that to seal my hair, but the main purpose for it is actually to use it in hot oil treatment, because if I'm going to use that for hair growth, then it needs to actually be in contact with my scalp for it to work for hair growth, because the hair grows from the scalp. So that's what I do. I do try to do my hair, the hot oil treatments once a week when my hair is not in braids, but I've only really done it once when my hair in the last 6 weeks. And that's the first cons of having protective style for me, is that I'm not able to look after my hair as good as I normally do. So I've missed out on 5 instances of hot oil treatment just by having my hair in mini braids. Whilst if my hair was in an afro, I would have done more frequent washes and more frequent hot oil treatment. But the second benefit of protective styling for me is the fact that if I'm going through a busy period, like exams or life is just busy, then I can still have my hair put away, somewhat still looking after it, even though not optimal care, and not risking to have it in too much of tangles, which I have experienced in the past. And so if I know I'm going to a period where I'll be too busy, mini braids would work for me. And I do prefer these small ones. And this is the first time I've been comfortable with this small of mini braids because my hair has a bit of length now. I can comfortably have it in a pom-pom and not feel like I'm bald, as you know. I feel confident with that. So that's been good. But it's time to take it off. I was gonna do the edges and then redo the edges and then carry on for another 4 weeks. But I think it's time to take it down, because if I do the edges, it's gonna be a weird look, because the edges will be scarpy and the rest of it will have this bushy undergrowth in it. So it's just going to work out for me taking all the hair out and carrying on, having my afro out. So today is actually day 6 of taking down these mini braids. As you'll see, I'm using my fingers. I'm not using any tools to take it down. So it's taking a little bit longer than if I was using a knitting needle to do this. So, but the point of doing this is I'm coming to, in December, I'll be 2 years in finger detangling journey, and there's no use of rushing the takedown process and lose the hair I've been able to retain in the last 2 years. So I've been on a natural hair journey for the last 10-15 years, but this is the first time I can actually see my hair in this length. And I don't want to mess it up. So I need to get back to a normal routine where I'm able to wash my hair every week or every 2 weeks and do hot oil treatment with each and every shampoo, and get back to my deep conditioners, because the longer the hair gets, the more I feel I need to make sure I'm on top of the moisture. I do believe shea powder has some protein in it, but outside of that, I don't specifically have any protein treatment in my hair. I think my hair does not do well with protein, but I also feel me using the oils and the 3 minutes deep conditioner by Aussie is good enough for my hair at the moment, without causing unnecessary breakage or overload. I'm happy with the way things are. So that's what's happening with this video. So I am going to then, once I've taken out all the mini braids, I'm taking 2 mini braids out and then making them into a twist. And that's because, as I said, it's taken me 6 days. So I still need to have my day presentable for day-to-day living. And then next week, after I've taken all of them down, I will do a hot oil treatment. And then I've also got African braids, what is it called, pre-shampoo. I'll use that to detangle and then put my hair up. Maybe do a wash and go. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, but I know I need to detangle my hair and deep condition, as well as hot oil treatment, before I can then resume my normal routine of weekly or fortnightly cleaning. Also in this video, I show you a few clips of me redoing my son's hair. So my son has had natural hair. Well, he's always had natural hair. I've never done any kind of chemical treatments on him. But he's at the point where he's got an opinion of what he wants to do with his hair. And he does not want dreadlocks, but he wants to have that look. So that's why we are doing these. I'm converting his mini braids, which he's had for 5 weeks, to mini twist. So most of it, I'm only doing 6 today, which is the last of the mini braids left. But the rest of them were done about a week ago. And I've already noticed they're about to lock. So what I'm going to do is rotate those as well, but I'm not going to do those this week. So you'll see me taking down his hair. Once again, I'm not using any tools. I'm just using my fingers to take it down. what I do with his hair as well as my hair is that I normally use shea butter before I take the hair down, and that causes not good enough sleep to allow me to take it down, the braid down easily. And then once I detangle, pull out all the shed hairs out, I redo his hair, just do twist by braiding the base, and then I'm twisting the rest of it, and then that allows for the twist to last a little bit longer without them locking on the roots. So that's what I'm doing with his hair. He's not very patient, so I normally do a few of these a day, and then he can resume his playing or whatever he wants to do, and this works perfectly for us. And the other thing is that he is keen to have to cut his hair, like the back, and I told him he can do that if he's able to look after his own hair. And so we've agreed I'm going to teach him how to shampoo his hair going forward. So he's actually looking forward to shampooing his own hair tonight. And so he does bits of it, but he doesn't do it good enough. So I just need to inspect, to supervise him to make sure that he's shampooing his scalp and his hair, and then rinsing all of it out, because it's very important to take the shampoo, all the shampoos off the hair before he deep conditions his hair. But that's where we are at with that. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and this is how I take my mini braids, and this is how I do my son's hair. So we're both natural, but I hope he wants to keep on with all his long hair, because I really cannot maintain his hair when it's shorter, because it's much more work, and because he's not keen on having it brushed or combed every day, it makes it very hard to maintain because it tangles much easier than mine does. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.